Welcome Year 7. Well, Term 2 is a term full of research assessment tasks. You were taught how to make a bibliography using Word in Term 1, but that's a long time ago, so I'm just created a revisor tutorial for those who are not sure. There will be one example for a website, one example for a book. Now, there are two ways you can do it. The shortcut way to open up the box so that we can start is just by going into the insert website. But I actually prefer citations because this gives me a box and I can see what's going on and how many sources I have in my Word that's linked to my Word document. And if I make a mistake, it makes it easy for me to be able to delete one. So I click down here on the plus, which makes the box, and you can see here that it says a website. Now I am going to document a website, but you have all of these options. And down here, it looks quite complicated, but really all you need to do is fill out where it's got the asterisks on it. Even this one here, you only need to put it in the year, but you do need, this is where it's missing, you need to say when it was accessed. All right. So we do have an author with this website, and her name is Karen Eva Carr, PhD. We're only going to put in her name. I'm not going to worry about the PhD at this stage. And the best way to do it is to click on the edit button, and we put in her last name. I remember it. You can always refer back to it. First name is Eva. Oh, sorry, beg your pardon. First name is Karen. And her second name is Eva. All right, press OK, and you can see it puts everything in the correct order. The name of the web page is Egyptian Shoes and Sandals, because it's the subtitle at the top of the page. That's the page. And the name of the website is Quatre Us. And I'll just might .us. The actual URL is the address of the URL. So you could take that from up there, Control C. I've copied it and I'm going to paste it into the URL. Now that leaves me the year and the year accessed. Well, the year accessed is today. So for me, today is 2016, month, May, and it is the 5th. So I'll just write 5. To know when this is last updated, I go back to the page and I have a look on here, and I'll go off down the bottom because it often gives you an idea. And it was updated on the 2nd of 2016, so it is up to date. And you can see she's from Portland State University, so her work should be reliable. That's the sort of thing you're looking for. So I'm just going to put 2016. This, knowing when it is been updated, is particularly important, say, for something like a science assignment. If you were getting information about the number of planets in the solar system, things have changed in the last 16 years, so there would be a different number of planets in the year 2000 to the number in 2016. So science in particular is looking at when it was last updated. Right, so that is completed. I press OK, and you can see here now that's in my little box. You cannot see it here, and I've just put a little, that just has gone through automatically. I'm just going to delete that. Now, I'm going to show you what the bibliography looks like, and how you put in your bibliography is you just click Bibliography, and it puts it in there for you. All right, but that's not enough. I'm going to also put in a book. You're not going to actually see the book as I put it in, and if you need to find information, you can either come and see me and I can help you find it in the book, or your history teacher or your science teacher. And remember, I'm always available in the library, morning tea and lunch. Also, where we have a collection, an online collection of our books in Destiny, is also where you can find the information. So where we catalogue our books, our cataloguing system, which is on the school website, and I can show you that at the end. Right, but I am at the moment just going to create a new box, and this is a book, and the author is, I'll just put this in quickly, Cummins is his last name. And Philip is first name. The title is very simple, Ancient Egypt. The city, I'm opening it up, and this is on the first couple of pages in the book, and it comes from Cambridge. Sometimes you might need a little bit of help with this because you may not necessarily know which is the city, and people at the front desk will always help you with that, as I will. The publisher you can find in one of the first couple of pages. It's also at Cambridge University. So you can see that this is also linked with the university, which is a sign that it's a reliable source. Now, the last time when it was published, the year 2000. Now, I realise this in this book is quite old, but it's still a good quality bit of information, and there's nothing that has changed in the information drastically in ancient Egypt in the last 16 years. It's not like science. So all of the pieces are filled out. Sometimes the older students like to put the page that they took their information from. That's up to you. I press OK. You can see now, that's always a bit annoying, but it's just the nature of it. You can see now that I have 2 here. So when I click and put in my bibliography, I have 2. All right. If I make a mistake, so I'm going to make a fake one. I'm just going to make a fake one, and I'll just put this in, press OK. You'll see that I have that there. Now, I don't want that because I've made a mistake, and I think I'd like to delete it. So in that case, I just delete it. If I've made a mistake with this one and I want to edit it, I can just go and edit the source and change it to Billop. All right, but I don't want it to be Philip. I don't want it to be Billop, so I'm going to press OK. But it thinks I've changed something and says, this source exists in both the master list and the current list. Do you want to save the changes to both lists? I'm going to say yes. Right. So it's just updated it there. Again, if you have any questions, come and see me. Where can you find this tutorial? Well, this tutorial you can find by going into the Information Centre. It's on all your referencing information is here. The tutorial is at the top. However, down here there is also the Stella Maris referencing guide, and if I click on this, it's just taking a little time to load. Right, you can see here, this is Stella Maris referencing guide, and it has all of the information. If I wanted to have a look at a book where there was one author, 2 author, an editor instead of an author, I could check what it looks like, click on there, takes me straight down to the book with an editor instead of an author, and you can see how it is written out. So if you like to write it by hand, you're fine. Whatever way it's done, as long as it's done correctly and all the information that you need is there. You can see, take it back if I need a podcast. Click down, you can see here's the podcast, click back. All right, I think that's all I needed to discuss with you regarding this quick review. Again, if you need to come and see me, please do. And good luck with your assignments, girls.